eggs, bacon at your asshole. I don't give a fuck, I'll make your hash brown casserole. Breakfast bitches makes me feel good. Morning wood.
2, 1.
Fat kids!
Oh. Oh,
Yes!
my hands are sweaty.
Get it! Get it!
Wait, did I pull it?
Look at the forearms on this guy.
Oh, no.
We have another one. We have another
Oh,
one.
leave it in. Who gives a shit? Folks,
Fat kids.
first episode of Fat Kids. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. We got Justin JJ Bootleg on the boards. We got MC Lunchboxx, the famous DJ from the Roast
Yes,
Battles
sir.
in Austin. My name's Sam Hunter. Next to me is my comedy wife, fellow fat kid, Chad J.
Shalom.
Folks, we're doing it. Sorry I fucked up the confetti. Let's go. Boys, how we feeling?
So fucking good.
I'm so ready.
Life is so goddamn good.
So,
Let's get this shit started.
There's a small fat kid inside of me cheering and eating Oreos double stacked right now.
Dude, if I would have known when I was 12, munching like 9 bags of fruit snacks
Yes.
before baseball practice just to see if anyone would catch me,
Yeah.
I'd be smiling right now. If only my 12-year-old self could see me today. Still fat as hell.
Couldn't the government just shut the fuck up for a few minutes and let us keep thinking that fruit snacks were actually fruit?
Oh, dude, bro, the Welch's, it's
Yeah.
like vitamins A and B. I'm like, that's all I need.
Fruit by the foot. It's a foot of fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up, science.
Yeah, dude.
Sugar's
Folks.
fucking awesome.
Sugar's the best. We got a great show. This is a new show, and it's going to blow your goddamn tits off with the talent in the room, the sex appeal between us. I'm personally in my beard era, so I know the YouTube views are going to fucking skyrocket with this. You know what I mean? We want to do this show. We want to do the show because, like, it's adorable to see a little fat kid. You go, oh, what do? You eat fudge, you little bastard. Isn't that exciting? But if you peel back the curtain of a fat kid's household, something fucked up's going on. You know, and we're all former or current fat asses ourselves, and we wanted to get into it because we love you and we love comedy and gay sex.
We could have called the podcast Latchkey Kids, but it just didn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah,
And most of them are dead.
dude, I'm a latchkey and a fat kid, and I'm still alive, bro. Alexa, play
Samesies.
"Alive" by Pearl Jam. Dude, what was your fat kid origin? When was like the first binge you had where you were like, this feels good. You feel that venom sinking into your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, this is my life now.
Where like the signals from your stomach stop talking to your brain and it's just pure happiness. You're just you've reached capacity
Yes.
and you're like, nah, there's more. I feel like it's your Everest moment.
There's
Where
more.
yeah, you're at base camp, you get halfway up and most people are about to quit and you see the peak and you're like, no, we can finish this bag of fucking peanut M&Ms
Yeah,
for
dude.
sure.
It's that saying where you're like, when you think you're finished, there's actually like 75% more.
Yeah.
Like mentally. It's your brain trying to protect you from overexerting yourself. It's like, no. This next sleeve of Oreos.
Yeah.
This is where greatness happens.
I think I have to give all the street cred to a young Polish immigrant grandmother that would never let you not finish what you put on your plate.
Mm-hmm.
And like most fat kids, my eyes were always twice the size of my stomach. So there was always food on there. So I learned at a young age that like if you put it on there, it's going down your fucking throat.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, which I mean, also, you know, like every other grandmother in the history of the world, you know, it didn't matter if you were hungry or not. If you were at the house, you were getting fed.
Of course.
Yeah. It was,
That's love.
You could say I'm not hungry and she'd be like, I'll make you a snack. And it was like a 4 kielbasa fucking Polish sandwich
Right.
with like mustard and fucking mayonnaise just slathered on a giant sourdough roll. And you're like, I wasn't hungry though. And
Right.
she's yeah, this is just a little something to get you through the afternoon.
Because you're not going to hear the woman say, I love you.
No.
It's delivered to you in the form
Yes.
of something that's going to give you tits.
Also, she's used to making snacks for guys that are about to go back down into the coal mine for the rest of the day.
Dude, my grandma, my Irish ass grandma, obviously not a warm, like an old country Irish woman. And I wouldn't see her for like 5 years apiece because she was still in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of saying like, hey, it's so good to see you, and like, how are you? She'd be
Yeah.
like, Sammy, look at the size of you. And then just start whipping up bacon and shit. I saw my sister throw out half an orange when she was like 6. My grandma got the orange out, dusted off like the coffee beans,
Yeah,
and
5
made
second
her
rule.
eat it. And was like, if you don't eat this, I'm going to beat the shit. Rachel, eat this orange, or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. My grandma was Shrek.
What do you want,
and that was
fucking
sick.
scurvy? Do you want to turn yellow?
Dude. Oh God, so fun. I mean, I remember that my origin, dude, it was like I just moved to like this like shithole little town in Connecticut. I was probably 11 years old in middle school. I was the new kid again. I was like changed schools every like 3 years. And this is coming up on mom number 4. And she was like a new mom and she was so excited. And at that point, my dad has given up. He's like, I've raised these fat little bastards for like 12 years.
Mom
This
number
is her.
4.
Yeah. He has passed the
Wow.
baton to new excited mom. And I was like, if I keep eating all of this food, surely someone will notice and say something. And it just kept reappearing. And I was like, I'm not going to stop until someone says something.
Oh.
And I just kept fucking going, and the snacks just kept reappearing. Dude.
Yeah.
At first, it was like, I'm calming my nervous system because I'm 9 years into grieving the death of my mother.
Yeah.
And then it was like, this is now my heroin.
Mm-hmm.
These fruit snacks and Cheez-Its are going straight up my ass, and
Yeah.
I'm going right to sleep after. And no one would said a peep about it for fucking 10 years, dude.
Jesus Christ. I could just see you at the grocery store with your dad walking through the aisles and, old mom's gone. So you just start grabbing women's hands and going, new mom?
Yeah, dude, literally.
New mom?
I had 4 moms in 10 years.
You're just checking the cart and you're like, yeah, you had new mom?
Yeah. Like, hey, son, your shoes untied.
You got a bunch of awesome shit in there. You want to come home with us?
I still fantasize about like a Mexican woman like adopting me and bringing me home.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want a 28-year-old retarded son?
Yeah.
Hi.
Dude, so
Let's go to the tortilla.
there was a time when I was like from, I think, 10 to 14 when the folks split and they were like trying still. So my dad was going out of his way to do awesome shit. So we were like racing BMX. He's trying to save it, right?
Yeah.
So we're like racing BMX bikes and shit, and like building ramps, and he's going the distance for it,
Fucking chicks.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, plowing. and so I was in like decent shape, right? For those few years. And then like right when we moved houses, and I was staying in like kind of like the adjacent like hood, just my dad, and it was like full-time single dad, like not home bunch.
Oh yeah.
And I got into like graffiti and comic books, and for those 2 hobbies, you don't need to leave the house much.
No.
So I was coming home from school and just wasting the pantry, dude. And it got to the point one time, I didn't realize this in the moment, but like going through a divorce is extremely expensive. And he came home one day and like opened up the cabinet, and as a grown-up now, I'm like, yeah, dude, you just want to come home and you want the food there, you want to see your favorite snack or something that you bought for yourself. And I had just wasted the place.
Yes.
And he turned to me, and this is the moment that I realized that like maybe we had a problem. Is he goes, all this shit costs money, right?
Dude, oh, that's beautiful.
And I was like, I mean, kinda. I'm 13.
Right.
I don't really know. I've never paid for, it's never been, my buck going towards the cart.
Yeah, I've never come across a bill before.
Yeah.
This is all just made up to me.
Yeah, I've
This is
never been
Monopoly
like,
money.
oh, let me put this on my gold Amex.
Yeah.
No,
Well, dude,
we didn't have that.
That's why you're successful now and you're not fat anymore. You got the discipline. I was left to go, baby.
Well, we still had a few years
my
left.
governor was off, dude.
We still had a few years
That's
left.
why you turned it around, bro.
So my dad was a
Yes.
chef.
Yes, lunch. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
I remember
That's-
like 5th or 6th grade before school one day, my dad's like, I made you breakfast. And I go in there and it's this like 4 or 5 egg omelet. It's a chili cheese omelet.
Oh,
Just
my
stacked and full of
God.
chili and cheese. So I eat this whole thing and I'm like, damn, Dad, that's so good. I love this. And I saw the like chef's glimmer in his eye, like, oh yeah, you like this?
Yeah.
And then for like a year, every morning before school, he would make me these huge chili cheese omelets. So I'd be like, as soon as I'd get to school, I'd just be shitting for like 30 minutes. It's like, all right, Dad, I'm sick of these goddamn
Oh my
chili
God, dude.
cheese omelets.
And chili shits on their own are bad, but when you throw eggs in that bitch, also fat kid, little fat kid moment here. They call that a Colorado omelet.
How the fuck do you know that?
Because I used to be fat.
Oh, that's right.
Chili
I'm
cheese
sorry.
is a Colorado omelet?
Chili cheese in an omelet is called in Colorado. You
That's the
can
most
Google
fucked up
that
thing
shit.
I've ever heard, dude. I used to crush like 7,000 calories of cheeses before I went
felt
to
like-
bed, and that's not nearly as bad as starting the day with a chili.
It felt like a prank.
It's like 5,000 calories.
You know what you're fucking doing, Dad. You think it's funny that I start my day shit?
We're trying to learn long division while you're falling asleep from the fucking worst itis of all time, dude.
Dude, my
No wonder
parents.
you're like a professional farter, bro. This was your bane, dude. You were born in the darkness, dude. That's
I
crazy.
never have to eat a bean again.
Dude, I could just see you at a hot dog eating contest going like, you merely adopted it. I was born for this.
dude.
Yo,
That
can I just
scene-
tell you, there was years
so fucked
where my
up.
parents were convinced that I had ADHD because I would just fall out in the middle of the day. And like, I'd be asleep in classes and my teacher would be like, can't get him to pay attention. He has all this energy during the morning and blah, blah, blah.
You were carb loading.
Come to find out, it's not great when you eat lunch and it's 3 pieces of pizza, an entire tray of fries, and you finish it with a bag of Skittles and a giant Mountain Dew. It's called fucking sugar crashing, bro.
Yeah.
I was dead. I was dead by 4th period.
That's honestly kind of sick that you were like a BMX kid smashing Mountain Dew in school.
yeah.
You might have been the hottest guy of all time.
I
You were giving fat kids a good name, dude.
but I was still chubby as fuck when I was riding bikes. So like
yeah, you
in
look
between
like a little fat
races,
Mexican kid. In
Yeah.
the picture you sent me.
yeah,
It's so
I was
funny.
dude, I was the biggest wigger you've ever seen. I had such wannabe cholo energy because it's all I went to school with, and like
It's
dude,
all I went to school.
I'm dead
Chad,
serious.
Be nice.
How is that?
I'm kidding,
It's a
I'm fucking
fucking
with-
fact.
I'm fucking with you.
And they were, dude, I was dressing up like them. They were dressing up like their brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
you know
no,
what I
totally.
mean? So
Yes,
it was
dude.
like, I was trying to,
Bro.
those were my zebra stripes,
In
dog.
in the one picture you sent me, you look like a 19-year-old Mexican dude, but you were like 9
Yeah.
and you're white.
Yeah.
It was so fucked up.
It was bad, dude. I used to have the Nike Cortez and like all
my
of my shirts were flannels. I had
Yeah,
I had the
dude.
fucking suede like NASCAR jacket, the Budweiser one.
Oh, dude, you're the fucking man.
I
You've
mean,
been
it
the
was,
man since day one.
it was a
dude.
nightmare.
There's nothing I can do about that. No, dude, I was the opposite. My dad was trying to form me into like a young lawyer from like the jump. Like I was wearing like Izod button downs and shit, being like, I care about my grades.
full glasses of whiskey in the middle of the day, just
Oh,
Mad Men style.
Smoking a cigarette,
Fat
learning
fucking
about
Newport
adjectives.
100s.
Yeah. And I would wear like khaki shorts. I mean, it depends. There's different phases, but like there was a time where shit was real dark when it was just my dad.
Was this
raising
still
us.
Canada or was this Connecticut?
No, I
yet?
moved. I was in Connecticut when I was like 4.
So you were in like fucking polo tucked into the khaki short country.
I was at home.
Yes, this
I
was
was- yeah.
Sperry topsider country.
Yes, dude. It's boat shoes and fucking Vineyard Vines.
Oof.
And like forever.
That's what I was looking for. Vineyard
Yeah.
Vines.
And I mean, you know, that's like parts of the state.
Yeah.
Then the rest is just lawless.
Yeah.
Probably where you
If
grew
you're
up.
looking for Coke in a bathroom or a restaurant in the Northeast, you just look for that little whale sewn into somebody's shirt
Oh yeah.
and bullseye.
Some blonde kid. Some blonde kid who's like too drunk. You're like,
Yeah.
we can make a deal.
Staring way too long at the women
Dude, yeah.
standing next
yeah.
to him at the bar. Just fucking,
Do you want a drink? It's like, sir,
do you know who my father is?
You better fucking love me, you dumb bitch. I'm my dad's lawyer. Shh, I have Coke. Anyway, there was a time where I was going to school in exclusively bathing suits.
Nice.
And no one stopped me until someone at the bus stop was like, that's a bathing suit. And I
Yeah.
was like, who gives a shit? It's what I'm wearing. And they were like, that's not an article of clothing. That's what you wear in the pool. And I'm like, buddy, I'm crushing geography right now. The bathing suits are working. Let me have this.
They were trying to fucking, they were trying to, like, they were going after you for having the bathing suit on and not wearing, like,
I mean, I had a bowl cut and I was fat as hell in a bathing suit. It was not cool. But at the same time,
I mean,
was.
it sounds kind of awesome.
Well, here's the thing.
You
I
were like-
was a swimmer
Okay.
at around that time, and I was fucking good.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
Shirt on or shirt off?
Shirt off, baby. Let
Hell
the
yeah.
titties
I had a
out.
couple
yeah.
years of a shirt on swimmer. I was a little
Oh, I bet
Self-conscious.
because you were crushing chili cheese omelets, dude.
dude, got
Even
the
if it didn't make
chili
you
cheese
fat,
titties.
that hurts your self-esteem and more than anything. No, then you're blowing out your asshole before you go to try and talk to your crush at recess, dude. That'll fuck you up a little bit.
Being a fat kid and wearing a shirt into the pool is like being
I
a
think I
bank.
did it once.
Dude, being a bank robber and putting on the eyeglasses with the mustache thing. It's like the second the water hits you, and the shirt just sticks to your body.
Oh,
it's like, buddy, we all know what's happening.
Dude, and it makes a noise when you get in. It's like,
oh
it
yeah,
like sucks to you
for sure,
dude. So okay, I was like, but not a swimmer like casual, bro. I was elite.
yeah.
I was in the league. All right, I got moved up an age group.
My guy
I was
D1.
like, I was 9 and I was in the 8 to 10, and they moved me up to the 11 and 13 because I was crushing people, but I was still kind of fat. And I think the giant front teeth and huge ears.
Yeah.
It was insane, dude. It was crazy. And I was so good. My coach used to call me Flipper. So I'd just be a fat, bowl-cutted freak wearing bathing suits to school, and my nickname was Flipper, dog.
That coach
Let's
fucking
go,
rules.
dude. Yeah.
Jesus.
Because he could have gone a lot of ways with that nickname, and he chose Flipper. That's a
Yeah.
cute nickname.
And dude, and I tried to do this on stage. When I was 16, I was like 350. So I entered freshman year of high school like 5'8", 200. I left like 6'1", 285. I gained 85 pounds my freshman year of high school, bro. And just rolling around, brolic as hell. Just a goblin in a Catholic school. Couldn't have pants that fit, so they'd be like below my shoes. So I did the thing where like the bottom of my pants shoe had a hole in it for my heel, and then the rest went under my shoe because I had to get the fucking Bowser fit pants. And so, but I got my lifeguard certification when I was 16. I have to be the fattest person to ever accomplish that. A 350-pound certified lifeguard. And I interviewed at 5 places because I got the fucking certification, and of course no one hired me. Because no one wants to see me in the fucking high chair, bro.
Dude.
At what point is it my dad's job to be like, yo, how about we get a job that requires a shirt, bud? No one is trying to see you jump in the pool and drown all the kids to save someone else. There's never been a 400-pound lifeguard, dog. Like, it's crazy you even got to that point, but fuck off, bro.
Steve's in there fighting your case like a good lawyer. He's like, listen, guys, it's just natural displacement. He jumps in the pool, the water comes out.
Everyone
Kid's
comes
safe.
out. Yeah, everyone comes out. Is it going to take 2 days to fill the pool? Who gives a shit? Your kid's not dead, all right?
Pay him his money. Holy
God.
fuck.
Oh, man. I mean, woof. High school, bro. I used to, like, count money by dollar menu items.
Sure.
So if I had $4,
Yeah.
that's 3 McChickens plus tax.
Yeah.
And I had I took my sister's Mazda Tribute and would just roll down to the McDonald's in Seymour, Connecticut, park in the parking lot after football practice, munch 4 sandwiches, and go home and eat dinner.
Also, that's
And then my parents
higher
would-
education, dude. That's econ, that's math.
It's fucking anatomy and physiology. How the fuck is this guy walking up and down the stairs?
Dude, where was Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh,
That was your fucking that was your moment where you needed that goddess to walk into the school and just go, yeah, you're just going at it all wrong. All right. So you have $17. You're staring at the McDonald's menu. What do? Carry the 2.
Freedom Riders?
No, what was Dangerous Minds? Remember that?
No.
Yeah, okay.
See, movie reference, dude.
Cut it.
We'll be right back. You know you can't hit me with a movie reference, dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
true.
nothing.
I almost, when you were talking about wearing the swim trunks to school, I was going to call you Spicoli, but I knew you wouldn't get that one
I
either.
don't know what that is.
Yeah.
What's Spicoli?
You were like,
Recess.
you were,
Justin's
Oh,
upset.
wait, no, that's Spinelli.
yeah, it's Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Spicoli.
Sean, dude,
I've heard
young
of it.
Sean Penn is like a surfer. He was just fucking shit up. Yeah,
I
I
bet.
only saw the titty scene.
a fair
in
that
movie,
tracks
which is one of the most classic titty scenes in any
for
movie.
sure.
Oh, dude. I think I remember the one movie I did watch was Do the Right Thing.
Hmm.
And that Rosie Perez titty scene, God bless her. She's putting ice cubes on her giant
Yes.
Latina titties. God bless America, dude. Greatest
feel
country on earth. Thank you, Rosie Perez.
That
Is
is
this
one,
camera getting my back knee sweat right now or no?
that is one thing that a fat kid will never miss is a good titty shot scene, and I'll remember those forever.
You know what's a plus about being a fat kid? There before it becomes an issue where everyone around you's like, something fucked up's happening.
Sure.
You're just like an adorable little tub of shit.
Yeah.
Every woman who's like around early 30s who's like trying to have a kid just
Smash
scoops
their
you
tits
right up,
right in your face.
smashes their tits in your face.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, you're so cute. Fucking bang, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you're sitting there like, yeah, this is. I mean, that's when you peak. You're a fat 6-year-old just getting fucking huge knobs smashed against your cheek every day because you're that like, oh, let me pinch your cheeks and then smash my tits in your face.
That was my original education in the ways of the Texas belt buckle.
What's that now?
Where you get a boner and you got to hide it, so you flip it up in your belt.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, yeah.
So many
I don't know
times.
it's called a Texas belt buckle.
I mean, it's called that in
I
Texas.
thought that was called gym class.
I
boys'
remember
locker
one
room.
time I played basketball growing up,
Yeah, you did.
and we were the coach was like giving us a talk, and there was this one kid who was just like sitting there in gym shorts, and he had this big ass boner. It's like I instantly noticed it, and I
Yeah, 'cause
threw
you have a radar for that
I
stuff.
threw the basketball. He never had a boner in gym practice, basketball practice
He
again.
was sitting down.
Yeah, it was like this.
Oh,
It was
no.
like- it's
Oh,
like- it
dude,
was
he
like
was-
full TV
And he was
guy.
just proud of it.
Yeah.
He was establishing alpha. That's what he was doing. He's like, yo, check this shit out, boys.
I just looked at my friend that was next to me. I was like, watch this.
Yeah.
Just throwing
right in the
10.
boner with the basketball.
What'd he do? You just roll over.
Yeah, he just got embarrassed about it. That was it.
Fair.
He was just
I
like,
mean, don't present if you're not ready for a reaction.
I thought that's what he wanted.
It's
He was
hilarious that
asking
you went
for it.
full whack-a-mole on him, though.
Oh man.
That's fucking awesome. Do you remember? All right, so there was I think we were talking about this earlier. The fat guy sport as you get older is cruising.
Yeah.
Cruises are uniquely, and I was saying this to you before, like it is a fat man sport.
Yes.
If you're a chiseled like fucking like stud and you go on a cruise, you're a fucking asshole.
You're a predator,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yes, that is not your lane.
Yeah.
Go to Cabo, go to fucking Tulum.
Go anywhere.
Yeah, go
you're
anywhere
hot-
else. Stay off the boat. It's for people that stay off the boat. This is for people that
It's-
uniquely love unlimited buffet service and
Yes.
frozen yogurt
Chuck E.
like
Cheese pizza,
forever.
open bar for 7 days, living in a fucking like tiny cabin. Oh my god! First time I heard my fourth mom fart was on a cruise.
That's what's up.
Pretty good stuff, huh?
What are you gonna do? Hold it in? All you do is eat and
We're
sit.
rocking, dude. We're rocking around. And they were just
Fuck
like
me.
blackout drunk. I mean, dude, that the cruise was like where my dad, in his single years and like newly married, was the move.
Yes.
Because he would just drop me and my sister off and be like, look, you're probably safe. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Also, I don't care. I'm going to black out for a week. Catch up with you tomorrow morning
Yeah.
for, 5 minutes.
What are they gonna do? Kidnap you?
Yeah, where are they going to go?
There's 200 yards cyclically that I need to look. It's
Yeah.
not like
Also, you're both huge. All right, you can fuck up whoever comes your way, dude.
sure.
And yeah, man. I mean, I have tried to tell a story on stage. We were just talking about it. I learned that life was not fair on a Carnival cruise. When we were in the pool, I was by myself actually. My sister was probably like snorting soft serve ice cream by herself. My dad was getting a drink, hitting on some goblin. Ugh, gross. Some lady with like leather tits.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's me by
Leather
myself.
tits.
I mean, like the sun, like the fucking
They're just
handbag Florida
shredded.
60-year-old fake tits. And I was by myself, and I was like in the pool area, and I saw this dude, a gentleman with Down syndrome. I don't know if there's a nice way to say that.
Yeah, I think you just did.
Great. He was like in the shallow end, and I was like, damn, that's a brolic young man right there.
You get who I'm talking about. Large cheeks, close eyes,
Not a sumo wrestler.
buzz cut.
Me in 5th grade. He's wearing a bathing suit with a bowl cut.
Hey, I know this guy.
Yeah. It's like it's like when I see him, it's like the Spider-Man meme. Me and this huge
Just go
guy
to
with
dap him
Down
up.
syndrome.
Long way
Yeah.
from the bus stop, aren't we, bud? Started from the bus stop. Now we're here.
And he stands up out of the shallow end, and his eyes are all red. and like they're super irritated. And he's like, he has like the face that like stings. And like everyone knows that feeling of like you can't open your eyes, but all you need to do is open your eyes. But it's so painful. You're like trying to fight it. And his eyes were so irritated, and he kept trying to use the pool water, which is just filled with herpes and chlorine and cum, to clean out his eyes. And he just can't stop trying to clean his eyes out when obviously that's what's making them irritated. And I was like, what am I going to do? Go tell this guy to chill? Like, where's his mom?
Yeah.
I almost said handler. That would have been fucked up. I was like, someone has to tell this guy to chill, bro. I was like, it made me so sad. But looking back, it makes me laugh so fucking hard. Him just going after it. And I was like, dude, God is dead. This is a nightmare. But, I'm like 9. My mom's dead. My dad's getting blacked out, hitting on some whore. That's a Carnival cruise ship, dude.
Dylan,
that's not what was in the brochure.
you were outside when we were talking about this before the podcast, and I need you to just grace everyone with the most brilliant name for the pool cradle that drops people in.
Well, I call it the Cripple Dipper.
Oh my god. How dare you?
It's a little plastic thing that's always in the corner by the shallow end.
Little plastic
And it looks like a little cool diving board or like a robot thing that would be dope. And then you see it get used, and they just put the little guy in there. And here, sit in water. We're gonna strap you in. We're gonna strap you in. You're gonna feel the cool breeze of the summer water.
That was the most retarded sentence I've ever heard. Feel the cool breeze of the summer water. Dude.
It looks like a sex chair that's only meant for pain.
Hey, it doesn't move
and sadness.
either. At least let them wiggle around.
Oh my god, dude! People
let them wiggle around.
People are gonna tune into
they
this
deserve it.
thinking that we're gonna talk about Snickers and we're just talking about retards for fucking 40 minutes. Well, I mean, I think it's also for like rehab. It's like it's like aerobics. Like you put people who, the guy was,
I'm sure it has good uses, but there's
called
no
the
way
Cripple
I'm
Dipper.
not gonna look at that thing and make fun of it.
Oh,
immediately.
of course.
Shit.
The Cripple Dipper machine, not the actual
Yes.
person that goes.
No.
I'm not calling that a thing.
No.
Or I'm not calling him or them a thing.
I'm not calling that. Man, we're off to a hot start here.
Oh my god.
Dude, I mean, I wonder if someone got kicked out for trying to like use the Cripple Dipper, like a bunch of kids, just to like for fun.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, true. All right. Anyway, sorry. I take it. Sorry. This weather's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's like a hammock with no weight limit.
I guess.
You just gotta sit on it. Strap me in! I want to swim!
Dude, that was, I will say,
Oh fuck! I'm sweating so much.
one thing that I think only really tall women and young fat kids, or even like middle-aged to older fat people, feel is
Pressure on their ankles.
yeah, just the gravitational force of the world smashing your shoulders into your ankles. No,
Yeah, I'm amazed I haven't gotten shorter yet. This is sick.
so no, it's falling down. Like if you're a giant, if you're a giant fat person or a tall woman, for some reason you fall in slow motion.
Well, these broads can't stand up straight. They're falling all over the place.
No, but like you get what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
My ex was
obviously I get what you're
almost
saying.
6 feet tall, and anytime she fell
Hot.
down, I could it was like you could set a timer and just wait. It took forever.
She was going.
Felt like it took forever.
Well, was she a drunk or did she have what's the vertigo?
She was just clumsy.
Yeah, these clumsy broads.
I mean, and
walking
we would be drinking, but we'd be out, and I remember,
I bet you would be.
dude, and I remember we were leaving a wedding party one night, and she was like athletic when she was younger, so she was like
Slight dig there.
but she was like she was in good shape, but she was also very not like a girly girl. So anytime she had to wear heels to something, it was T-minus her hitting the fucking floor.
Oh yeah.
So especially after a few drinks,
Oh yeah.
we would and she'd try and come out on the dance floor in her heels, and I'd be like, I don't want to go to the emergency room today. Will you please just go change your shoes?
Put on flats, lady.
Please.
All right.
But
Or
I
else you're gonna
remember
end up in the Cripple Dipper if you don't change your fucking shoes.
we're walking out of this fucking
You
wedding
want to go to the
party.
pool, lady? Put on flats.
I will not stand adjacent to you in the cripple dip.
You think I'm gonna operate that shitty elevator? No.
All right, bring her down, boys.
We got a fucking drunk giraffe trying to hang out with the Down syndrome kids in the
That
pool.
was her spirit animal.
So, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, so we're leaving this wedding party, and it's the thing where, like, you know, the bride and the groom are behind everybody, but they're videotaping. And that's like the moment where they throw all of the shit, right? Leaving like the chapel or whatever. And we're walking out, and the first step that we hit, she just goes down.
Oh,
and I had her hand too. And it was like the scene in Cliffhanger where Stallone's got the chick, and it's just slow motion. They cut away like 10 or 15 different times. And we were a little bombed by this point because it's like you get a little pre-drunk for the ceremony because you know you can't like, yeah, you're not going to have anything. And it's boring as fuck. So we're coming out. She's got a little buzz on. And that's the other thing too that'll add insult to injury. The sound of a heel clicking sideways.
Oh, yeah.
You always hear it. It's like a little scratching sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like when a mouse runs through your apartment or something, you know, it's just that little and then down she goes.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 stairs. So it took twice as long as it normally would. And I caught her enough to like break her fall, but then she just like hit and tumbled. It was a tuck and roll situation. And everybody was standing outside. So it was just like this moment where I was like, get up and walk it off. Come on.
Yeah, you
And
dumb bitch. Stand
she
up.
was like, we need to leave immediately.
Put
Classic
some dirt on it,
woman.
lady.
Yeah, fucking
Classic woman.
no.
Gods.
But yeah, man, you fucking fat people falling is never not going to be funny.
Of course. And it's dude, you know what? Remember like 2 weeks ago, I forget who was here. It was kind of a packed show. I think it was for I forget who. Who cares? And I tripped right in front of you.
Yes.
And I caught myself though. I caught myself on one leg, and the table in front of me was like, because they thought I was gonna crush them, dude.
You were close.
I tripped, but I planted and just like, and everyone was like held their breath, and I ran next to you, and you just gave me a little salute. You're like, and the show kept going. That was inches away from casualties and the show being over. Everyone would have to get a refund. Oh God. But dude, in my college town, the sidewalks were all cobblestone, and it was in the Northeast, so it'd be fucking freezing in the winter. So when you're drinking and you're coming home from the bars and you're dealing with ice and cobblestone,
Yeah,
the falls I would take,
dude.
would make out, and sometimes I'd be by myself because the king of the Irish exit, dude. Like, yo, I'm fucked up and I don't know how to talk to anyone. I'm gonna go home and smack one out.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Excuse me, AIDS, and I would have like people from across the street, like hordes of like frat bros,
Yes.
watch me go like comically fall, like banana peel up and then down.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, and they would all be like, yeah, you fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I would be sore for like 4 days as a 19-year-old young man. Oh, dude. There was a time when I was walking down the street, when I was walking down the sidewalk, cobblestone, I was kind of fucked up. And I was by myself, and a guy who was also by himself, so he wasn't even doing this for a joke for anyone, started singing the Big Show theme song at me as I was walking down the street. And at first I was like, shut the fuck up. And then I walked away. I was like, that's pretty good, actually. I don't mind that at all.
I mean, when you're a bigger dude and you got a rig, like it's a whole situation. You don't walk like you don't have a regular gait like a normal person. You're wielding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And especially, I
got
mean,
a
the game
freight.
is fixed at that point.
Of course.
Because you're wearing sneakers or even worse, dress shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going out, right?
Mhm.
You're out at the fucking bars trying to present. You walk outside and you're literally ice skating.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's
On cobblestone
fuck
sidewalks.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Oh,
I ate
God.
shit so many times in New York when the fucking
Oh,
sidewalks
a
were
New
frozen.
York fall, dude. Oh, there's 3 million people around watching you like collect your shit.
The best thing you could ever witness is a Dominican woman fighting with her boyfriend and security guards outside of a nightclub and like peel back from everybody to like and eat shit.
Oh,
Because it's just the most poetic justice.
true.
Or even better, when they come out of the subway and they finally have service again, so they hold their phone up and start screaming at it for the like 19th time that day when you could just be there,
Of course.
and you see them walking towards the metal grate, which is like 1,000 times more slippery.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's the Bermuda Triangle.
she's gonna do it.
Those metal grates.
She's gonna do it.
Yeah.
And they get to it, and whoop, it's like the rug just gets pulled out immediately.
Beautiful. Dude, when this place was in Long Island City and I was doing mics there was stairs to get down to the room where they had open mics, and that's where the bar was.
Yeah.
And upstairs was like the main showroom and the Mexican restaurant. And watching open micers in a blackout rip down like 13 stairs in front of all of their peers, and then
Yeah.
get up and be like, "Where are the signups?" It was the best, dude. Just crushing $3 fucking PBR pounders, and then just dude.
Completely out of breath.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that when I
Where do I
started
sign up
doing
for the mic?
dude, when I started doing mics there, hit a burrito at the restaurant upstairs, go downstairs, hit about 9 PBRs, do the worst open mic you've ever heard, but then like post on my Instagram to be like, I'm a comedian, obviously, and then drive there. It was an hour and a half drive back to my parents' house, and I was obviously sober by the time I drove home, and I had to stop and piss every time.
Yeah.
Because I had a bunch of PBR, but sober obviously. And I had like spots it was all highway.
Yeah.
It was like the Merritt to Route 8, all windy. There's no lights. I was so afraid of deer jumping out every fucking time. And there was one time where I was like, dude, I'm not stopping. I am scared I'm going to get hit by a deer, get raped by a bear, or get pulled over or some shit. I'm going to make it home.
You're going to piss your pants.
So I'm like, mind over matter. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. I got the music turned up loud, probably a cig in my mouth, listening to Freebird,
Oh, yeah.
sunglasses on at night, being fucking awesome,
Freebird.
Yeah.
Freebird also actually Dave Matthews Band. Ants marching.
So, yeah, so I'm like, dude, I'm a comic. I'm an open micer. I live in my parents' basement. I'm the fucking man.
He wakes up in the morning. Yeah, dude, I can see
Pack
you in
up
the
your
car.
skirt, a little boy. Just ripping a cig out the sunroof. In my 05 Camry. And I'm like, I'm going for it. And I'm so close. And once you get off the highway, it's a 1.5 mile drive up a mountain to get back to my parents' house. It's just, and every turn, I'm like holding on for dear life. I make it to my parents' driveway. I put my car in park and piss my pants as soon as I hit park inside of my car before I can make it out and go into the fucking house, dude. That sums up my experience as an open micer at the Creek when it was still in New York, dude. And not much has changed. I'm gonna piss my pants right now.
Dude,
Get
unreal.
this on camera.
Unreal fucking energy. Like, there was such a vibe in that basement. It was unreal.
Dude, we might have bumped into each other.
It was unreal. There was one kid I remember, and it's the one thing that people talk about and you don't realize it until you've done it. But like, they're in every single city, there are the same 10 or 15 absolute freaks that show up to open mics.
10 or 15.
No, I'm just saying,
At
like,
least.
the real, like
300.
the real outliers that'll show up in like a leotard and a fucking bike helmet with a pink backpack and roller skates
That's
on.
a court-appointed bike helmet, by the way.
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
he's
No,
in the
that's-
cripple dipper, dude.
That's mandated.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a card in there with a doctor's number on it. No.
Sorry. Sorry, sometimes I laugh too hard.
No,
Whatever the
but I
Joker card
remember
is.
sitting downstairs because there was glass along the wall where the stairs came down where they used to have the mics.
Yeah,
And
in like that little garage.
you would every single night, and God bless him, he would show up for almost every single one. But there was this fucking clanking that you would start hearing, like footsteps coming down the stairs, but it wasn't feet. It was wheels because this motherfucker was wearing roller skates and would clack down the stairs every time. And the best thing about it is whoever was on stage could have been eating the most giant dick ever, and they would just get a boost of adrenaline because they thought they started murdering, but we were all laughing at the kid with the roller skates
Yes.
coming down the
Yes,
stairs. Like,
dude.
it was all you
That's
could hear.
the best. The
Oh,
best is
man.
when a laugh happens at a shitty mic and it's not because of the comic at all,
Yeah.
but the comic's like, you guys get it.
Yeah.
There's a dude here
It's
the
an
other night.
inside joke at one of the tables.
Or anything.
He's
It could be
halfway through
that.
the premise and he's like, "Oh, I'm fucking murdering."
No, dude, there's a guy who came to my mic last week who did this, and he's a little off, but like nice enough guy.
So are we.
I have, of course.
Yeah.
But we can like hold a job. I mean, you can't. I can't. I can barely hold a job. And this guy's a nice guy, and he like is having fun. I am happy to see him.
Sure.
but he's going up like 3 hours into the mic. I'm ready to go. And he did this bit. He didn't even do a joke. He was like, I couldn't complete the basic functions in kindergarten, so I just ate the glue instead. And we all started losing it, and he got the biggest smile.
Sure.
Like he just wrote the most brilliant joke of all time, and he ended. He was like, "That's all I wanted to work on," and then put the mic stand and left. And we were like about to give him a standing O.
Yeah.
And like that's not like an outside circumstance. It's just like we're not laughing because that's like the most brilliant joke ever. It's just a man who obviously isn't all there, being like, I couldn't put the circle in the circle, so I fucking ate glue instead, and I'm here to talk about it, dude.
And you know, I think it's like
I love comedy so much.
Dude, it's the saddest and the most. It's the saddest and the best moment all wrapped up into one fucking sick sandwich. But like every once in a while, the craziest fucking people will either they're trying to work on something and they lose track and just have a meltdown.
Oh yeah.
Or they actually have a joke and they kind of actually like finally find it.
Mm-hmm.
But the meltdowns are my favorite because you'll have this is like happened probably 6 months ago, but there's a guy that's been just fucking running in the scene for a while. And one night we were over at Lucky Duck and he just had a full-blown meltdown on stage and wrote the best joke that he's ever done without ever writing it down and forgetting it immediately because he was just having a meltdown. But it was the funniest thing he'd ever said. And I'll tell you what it was. He goes, so I forget the setup, but he goes, yeah, I was at the salad bar at Chili's a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? No, of course you don't, because there's no salad bar at Chili's. Wake up, people. And all of us, fortunately, were paying attention at this moment and fell out laughing until we cried. And he'll never understand why that's the funniest thing he's ever said.
Of course. I feel like I know exactly who you're talking about.
It was
I'll probably see
fucking
him tonight.
brilliant.
You know my favorite thing to order at Chili's?
What's that now?
The Cripple Dipper.
Oh, that's on the 4 for 4 apps.
Holy
Dude,
fuck.
Okay, how about best? Oh, I got a.
Let's go.
All right, so a story, then I got a question.
Okay.
Then another question for lunch. And I'm gay. Okay. I went to DC with my boy. Thank you so much. Can we pop the other thing again? I went to DC with my boy.
Yeah, but let me do it.
We were, yeah, my hands are sweaty. Or I'm a weak bitch.
I'm going to go with sweaty.
All right, good. So me and my boy, we were fat
Wait,
fat
can
kids.
I choose D?
What's D?
All of the above.
The show's over. We're done. Wrap it up. I was with my boy. We were going to DC. We were in high school, and this is my longest, tightest homie. Shout out to G Baby. Every Friday night after a high school football game, we would split XL buffalo chicken pizza and a case of Miller High Life, just the two of us. And every now and then we'd invite like a girl from our high school over just to watch us, and they'd be like, "Cool," and we're like, "You were getting fucked up," just fat as shit. He actually was like a really good athlete, and I was just kind of there. I was just huge, so we occupied a lot of space. We went to DC with my parents. I don't know why. We went to like the Holocaust Museum. I'm like, we're 16. Who gives a fuck? And we're trying to decide what to do for dinner. And my mom was like, no. I was like, I want California Pizza Kitchen because I never had it.
CPK, baby.
I want CPK. I've never had it. I know we have pizza in Connecticut. Best pizza in the world, if you ask me, just saying. But I want CPK. I love the sign. I knew it was going to be dog shit, but in like the bingeable fat kid kind of way.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, we need the Washington, D.C. experience. We need an authentic Washington, D.C. restaurant. And we went to P.F. Chang's. And I was so mad about it, I didn't eat a bite of food. G-Baby crushed like $80 worth of appetizers. And as he describes it, I sat there with my arms crossed in protest. I was upset we went to P.F. Chang's.
Dude, you organized the sit-in.
The sit-in?
Yeah, it was a peaceful protest.
Yes, dude. I was filibustering in the P.F. Chang's booth. Over $80 of orange chicken. But anyway, out of the chain.
Shit.
Lunch, I feel like you're a chain restaurant connoisseur.
Dude, that was your Selma.
You got some,
we will not stand for this.
Because there's a P.F. Chang's in fucking Hartford. I'm like, lady, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
I was so mad. You know how mad I have to be as a 350-pound 16-year-old to not eat Chinese food?
Of course.
Furious. That's
Also,
what I,
you
that's what
can
I
barely
knew.
classify that as Chinese food.
What would you classify it as?
It's white people stuff with a Chinese logo. It's
That's-
literally all it
It's
is.
kind of sick, actually.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But that's like everything in America. you know?
Basically.
Yeah, true. I mean, look at you. You were like a white kid with like a cholo symbol on you. you
Yeah.
know? But
And you know what Mexican night was? Hard shell tacos from the store or Taco Bell.
Oh, it sounds great. Still,
Yeah.
still sounds
Simone.
awesome.
Crunchwrap Supremes for life.
Oh God, dude,
For life.
I love them.
Mm.
But lunch.
My mouth is watering.
Yeah, me too. Between looking at the candy and like my tit sweat, I'm like, anytime my tits sweat this much, I'm like, Taco Bell's around the corner. You seem like
My dick's hard. We're close to an In-N-Out burger.
I'm more of a Whataburger man. What are you gonna do?
Oh.
What?
Have you ever stuck your dick in a
Whataburger
McFlurry?
is better.
Whataburger's
Be honest.
Oh,
better.
it's because you're from California.
Oh, I just want
Piece of
one
shit.
thing on my menu.
Is your first job was
One
Whataburger?
patty or two.
Your first job was In-N-Out, and now you're loyal. You're faithful like that. That's
You had
fucked
to wear
up,
the
dude.
little, you
That's
had to wear the
fucked
little
up,
hat.
dude.
Fresh cut fries, dog.
That's hey, Justin. That's gay. Sorry.
Hey. Look at me. Look
Yeah.
at me.
Yep.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Have you ever put your dick in food?
No, I don't think so.
Come on.
I have.
A couch cushion. A couch cushion, man.
Everyone's done that.
Yeah.
You fold
I
it
try
into
to
a
put.
sandwich.
Well, no, I try to put the shampoo in like a Ziploc
Act like it's
and
hugging you.
roll it. Yeah. Well, I can't go to sleep without like 4 pillows on top of me. I'm
Yeah.
like, this replaces my mom.
2 for
Any-
fucking and 2 for snuggling.
Right
But-
after American Pie came out,
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Of
yo,
course.
fucking food is probably dope. I gotta, because I was real young in that, like, put your dick and stuff to experiment
Yeah.
kind of. And I went to the fridge to see what we had, and
What were the options?
bunch of food. But what I landed on was
Say
an
bowl of
I
spaghetti.
landed on an Uncrustable.
Nice.
That's pretty good, dude.
It's actually
Damn.
shaped like a pussy,
And
too.
then I went to fuck the Uncrustable. I'm home alone, by the way. This is the kind of things I would get into. And yeah, I tried to fuck it and immediately had regret. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Oh, that must
Why
have
am
been-
I trying to fucking Uncrustable?
That must have been a bad feeling when you can't break through to the second half.
Yeah,
You're
it,
like, oh my
it
God,
immediately just turned into
I have
shit
no
just
dick.
ripped. Turned
Yeah.
into
dude. I am
shit.
all balls, no
Terrible
dick,
idea. Shouldn't have fucked it. I never fucked one again.
Dude. Wait, because you're learning. It's a learning experience.
That's why you need the aluminum shell casing around the pie. It'll go to nothing.
Did you try to eat it after?
No.
Well, hey.
I wish.
I wish-
That would have been a better story.
God, that sounds nice. It's soft.
Also, that's the
flavorful.
movie we want. All the
Fucking
B-roll from Home
Uncrustable?
Alone. What was Macaulay Culkin fucking in that house?
True. True. No,
Hey guys, I'm jerking off on the pizza. You better come out and stop me.
Yeah, if he can make those intricate booby traps for burglars, like imagine what he could make. As
Oh,
a
just make
Talk
it a-
about a cripple dipper.
dude. I
Put
never.
your cock in a
you-
figure 4 leg lock.
You ever put your dick somewhere fucked up besides a man's ass? Got him. Sorry for the gay jokes, everyone. No, I'm not.
Dude, what would I'm trying to think of
A
like
calzone.
no,
No, you'd get like a latke or something. You Polish fuck.
a latke. It was a pierogi. No, what?
That's what you called your ex. Sorry.
My sweet little pierogi.
Gross.
Pierogies are trash.
Pierogies are.
They're so boring.
If you can,
All right,
If you
fuck
can,
both of you.
If you can buy it
Right
from
now.
the store and microwave it, and that's your nation's dish, it sucks
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, and when
All
your
right.
grandmother makes them from scratch, they're absolute crack, and you would come in your fucking pants. I guarantee it.
My grandma couldn't make eggs, so I don't know what you're talking about.
There
Just
you
a
go.
mashed potato hot pocket.
Steamed cabbage, potato eating son of a bitch.
Watch your fucking honky mouth. All right.
Oh, our food's terrible, but we get so fucking drunk we can't taste anything.
Exactly. Yeah. You
That's
know what
actually
you do?
kind of awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry.
You know what you
That's
do when you
actually
wake
kinda
up
awesome.
and it's cold and rainy? You pound tea, eat beef stew, and then get blacked out with the squad. Not a bad life. Holy fuck, who made the stew?
That's why you all end
I'm gonna
up
put it
toothless
right up
and
my
gay.
ass. Yeah, well, we're still surviving, dude. You can't kill us, bro. Irish are cockroaches, bro.
There's no fucking women again, boys. Just turn the lights out, John. We'll figure it out.
Oh, we'll go to church on Sunday.
Holy shit.
Yeah, pierogies are ass, and Polish people stink. And I think that's the episode.
Dude, I don't think I ever actually stuck my dick in any food. I know that. I mean, I hope that's kind of a normal thing to say, but like, I just don't think
I
it
bet
ever
you that's a real 50-50.
I don't
That's
think
like
it ever.
the kids who pissed at the urinal with their pants all the way down to their ankles
Yeah.
fucked food. They went home and fucked food.
Sure.
And if you didn't do that, you were probably safe.
I might have tried ice cream one time.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It's so cold. Lunch is intrigued.
Oh, should have tried that.
Hard serve? Yeah, you were serving hard. Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go. Call me Ben and Jerry's, dude. More
That's
like-
a rocky road.
Yeah, because you got herpes. Oh.
She was dark.
What?
I don't even get it.
Our
Rocky
dark-
Road.
I was going for the cock.
Stay in the bit.
All right.
Stay in the bit.
I'm here. I'm queer.
Jesus Christ.
Black women are awesome.
How much time are we at?
Oh, good question.
Under an hour.
Oh, bet.
All right. I
we
feel
can-
like we need to transition to like most embarrassing fat kid moment that you can come up with right off the dome. Like the
Dude.
thing that happened when you were probably at your fattest and lowest that really sticks with you.
Well, my fattest is currently still, but I remember in 8th
That's not
grade.
true. You look good.
Shut up. I remember in 8th grade. I hate compliments. Oh, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up to look to the camera. You piece of absolute shit. I'm going to, in spite of you, I'm going to eat all this candy on the table and be like, you made me do this.
Dude, you're in your beard phase right now. You look fucking
I'm in my
hot.
beard era, dude.
Yes.
All right. Now
This
I'm
is
sad.
your eat, pray, love moment. We just got to.
Okay. There's so many moments. I remember in the 8th grade dance, I was like starting to get real hefty because I got like brolic in high school, but I was like tall and I lifted weights and I was like playing 3 sports.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like it was bad, but it was like I'm still active. In middle school, I wasn't doing shit, and I was at the 8th grade dance and I had my nice little blue collared shirt on, whatever stupid ass fucking pants I could fit into. And I went to go ask this girl if she wanted to dance. And I went up to her and I like tapped her on the shoulder to see if she would turn around and be like, hey. And I tapped her on the shoulder and she turned around and she went, oh, and then ran away.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. It's like she saw a ghost. She was like, ah, and then ran to the other side of the room.
She gave you the crippling version of the Goosebumps walk away.
What?
That's where you say something like you're engaging with a chick and you say something that's like really like it just like hits in the moment, and instead of staying for the reaction, you just kind of like you're like, that's my scene.
Okay. Yeah.
She
Yeah, a
gave
little
you
bit.
that, but like shit in your mouth walk
Yeah.
away.
She looked at me. That's the thing. It wasn't even a decision.
Yeah.
That's what's fucked up. It wasn't like she made a conscious choice to be like, I'm going to make him feel bad by looking terrified.
Yeah.
It was like just pure instinct. She was like, ah, and just ran away. And I was in my blue shirt, like, I want to go drink punch.
There was a buddy of mine.
And, fucking Uncrustable.
That's fucked. Also, fuck her.
Yeah, fuck her.
You're awesome.
She's not doing a podcast.
Hey, bitch.
She's not doing a podcast with Smarties in front of her.
Cut that. No.
Yeah, she's a powerful person now.
No, so she's probably a lawyer.
Clinton Foundation. Sorry.
Ride him. No, so someone from that I went to high school with, one of my like oldest buddies, my G baby, if you will,
Sure.
sent me a video a couple weeks ago of a kid in high school, and he's probably like a freshman, and someone's videotaping, and they definitely set him up, and it's the meanest thing ever. He's got a sign that he's holding, and he's a dorky kid. He's chubby, right? He's got the thick glasses on. His parents obviously didn't. Yeah,
Love
like,
him.
he's
Yep. Got it.
Ross Dress for Less wardrobe 100, probably
Swag.
Velcro shoes, and
Velcro.
he's holding the sign, and it says, "Will you come, like Jessica or whatever? Will you come to homecoming with me?" And she walks in, and it's just like does the like teenage girl thing where her fucking face gets bright red, and all of her
Oh.
friends start laughing, and she turns and looks at them, and then just kind of like very side eye passively goes, "I have a boyfriend."
Oh,
And, dude,
my
He
God.
loses it in the most hilarious. He drops the sign, first of all, throws it down on the table, and then kicks a chair,
Yeah.
and then looks at all of her friends and goes, I asked you if it was okay.
Oh no.
It was, and my buddy sends me this video and goes, remember when this happened to you?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts, dude.
And
That's
we
so
know
painful.
what I remember what that feeling was like.
Of course.
Because most guys wrote out their top 3 girls that they were going to ask. And
Yeah.
I had a list of 15 names. Right?
Holy shit.
Like 10 or 15 names where
Yeah.
you're like, I know most of this is going to go terribly wrong,
Yes.
but you got to shoot your shot. And I shot 15.
Wow. Respect, dude.
I ended up
playing
getting
the-
a date though.
You're playing the field.
My horror story moment though. I'm at my best friend's house. We're hanging out in his court. His parents are out for dinner, so we go and get 40s.
Class.
And we're drinking Mickey's 40s in my friend's cul-de-sac on my truck bed. And I had gotten into a fight earlier that day that I had won. So I'm feeling like the fucking man, right? So I'm crushing beers. And you know, when you're in high school, you're like, you know, everyone was there, but you're still making shit up. You're like, yeah, I fucking beat the shit out of him. And then I spit on him and I called his mom a whore. And everyone's like, yeah, none of that shit happened.
Right, yeah.
You almost lost the fight
You cried
and
slapped
got
a guy.
lucky. And you were lucky that you didn't start crying in the middle of it.
Yes.
Anyways.
But anyways, it totally
So-
fucked his mom after.
So I pound this 40 thinking I'm the man. We get down to this party. It's all his older brother's friends who are 4 years ahead of us. So we're basically like about to be sophomores at a senior party, which is the coolest move,
Swag.
right? So we walk in, we're hanging out inside for a while, and he does the like number one, like best friend solid, knows that I have a crush on this girl, Lindsay, that's a grade above us, and is friends with my older sister, who I've always like, you know, we and her spent a lot of time together up here. Yeah.
With an Uncrustable.
Yes,
yeah,
with
yeah.
an Uncrustable. So, so he goes, you should have seen it. Chad beat the shit out of Lance today after the baseball game. It was nuts. And she was like, oh my God, for real? And like, we start vibing. We're talking. This whole fucking thing is happening. In my head, I'm like, I've never had this feeling before, right? I'm like, there's a girl that's into me and she's way out of my league, but I might win for the whole team. We might win for the whole team.
That's when I fold.
We might put one. Oh, buddy, did I ever fold? The
Oh
most
my
massive
God.
fold. So now I crashed the plane into the mountain. I didn't just crash land. Like it was fucked from Jump Street. So I start drinking aggressively. I'm doing shots with her. I don't know how to do any of this shit.
Yeah, dude.
I could barely fuck up a 40 at that point.
Mhm.
And why should I be? I'm fucking 17 maybe.
Right.
16, 17 maybe. And so we go into the backyard and this dude that I grew up skating with, Johnny Hedges, was like the man, right?
Sounds
Older, like Mexican dude. His dad was a straight up cholo. He had tattoos at 16, like that fucking guy,
Hell
right?
yeah.
And I remember anybody at the skate park that fucked with us, Johnny would fuck him up. He literally would just beat the shit out of anyone. In real life now, if I saw him as an adult, I'd be like, who is this fucking asshole?
Right.
But when I was this big, he was the man.
Of course.
So he's in the backyard and they're ripping a gravity bong. I didn't even know what that was at the time.
Mhm.
For those of you who aren't indoctrinated, a gravity bong is a large bucket full of water. And if you're a middle-class asshole, you cut the bottom off of a 3-gallon Gatorade bottle, fill the top with tin foil, poke holes in it, and use it as a giant bong to cripple and destroy the reputation of younger kids than you. So
It is a trap.
it's
the greatest trap of all time.
I cannot tell you. So we're hanging out back there. She's sitting next to me and he looks over and goes, yo, do you want to hit this? And I'm like, I look at her and I do the whole, obviously. And they're like, do you know how to do it? And I'm like, yeah. So I push it down the first time, right? To like light it. And the water, I push it way too fast. The water just blows up and sprays the weed all over the place.
Oh God.
And he, like a true champ, everyone was in to get me laid that night. The universe was on my side. All I had to do was not fuck it up.
Just smash the fucking
Dude,
gravity bong, dude.
He goes, all right, bud, just let me do this for you. So he pushes it down slow, puts another bowl in, lights it, right? And is like milking it as it goes up. I'm watching the elevator climb and going, that's a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Where's all that going to go? And he goes, all right, man, pulls the top off of it and goes, all right, put your mouth over it and push down. Dude, basically took almost the whole thing and stood back from this fucking thing. And at this point, everyone is outside, right? The party has moved outside into the backyard. There's a giant deck full of people, and everyone is watching me because I just took because I just took the fucking Guinness Book of World Records biggest gravity bong hit ever. As I fucking finish it, I hear all of the dudes that have been sitting there doing it go, oh,
Oh my God.
which is never a good sign.
I would freak out.
They all break into a kaleidoscope of colors. I almost black out standing on my 2 feet.
Yes.
I choke on this fucking smoke for about 3 minutes and then walk over to the sliding glass door, and I'm just standing there Mortal Kombating, dude.
Oh my God.
I'm starting a death spiral. And then I feel it happening, right? I feel the puke coming up.
Oh no, the fat kid puke.
Yes. And so I push myself off the fucking slider, and I see 3 feet away from me, there's an opening on the deck and a place that there's like stairs to walk down. And I'm like, got to get away from here. Everybody's here. Got to get away from here. I make it 1 step, and the fucking puke comes so hard that I let out a gigantic fart. This is what it sounded like. This is what it sounded like.
Yes, dude.
Hell yeah.
And then
Yes,
All the
dude.
holes popping
That's
off.
And
the
then-
day the fucking king was made,
and
dude.
then
That's a kingmaker right
Yeah.
there, dude.
my
Let's
hero,
go.
Johnny Hedges, the dude that set me up, this dude that just fucking destroyed me, goes, yo, did he just shit his pants?
Yes.
Levels the entire fucking party.
And that's when you're like, I gotta get hot.
I turn around.
I gotta turn this whole thing around,
Bro,
dude.
I turned around and I'm staring at the girl that I probably could have had like a great night with, right? If I had just played it safe.
Oh, I bet you still think about this.
Oh, dude, all the time.
Yeah.
Once a week. Are you kidding me? In the car on the
Every-
way here, my fucking hands got
Every
sweaty.
time I have fumbled a baddie, I mean, which is not that's in beautiful fashion. I don't think I've ever shit puked after a gravity bong to fuck up the bag. But every single hot lady that I have fumbled, I think about twice a day.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one of them, but still.
I mean, they stick with you forever.
Little joke there. Thanks, Justin. Okay. But yeah, dude, that's awesome.
It was
That's like the turning point of your whole life, dude. You're like, I'm gonna get hot and be a bartender, dude. Fuck all these people.
I mean, trust me, I still fumble the bag every once in a while, but it's dude. Can I just tell you, I still remember what I looked like, because I thought, I was like, okay,
I'm sorry, dude. That's
I
so
just
funny.
puked. No, this is the best part. I just puked, right?
It's just Cheetos.
And oh, dude, it was probably all kinds of shit. It was like the fucking Chex Mix covered in chocolate that my best friend's mom liked to make.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I looked like the
God.
fucking Exorcist thrown up in that backyard. It was projectile, bro. It had the force of a 3-gallon
Dude.
Gatorade bottle and 240s of Mickey's.
I've
It was fucking. It was
I've
a
never
fucking
heard
Tesla rocket.
Of the fucking fart puke. That's so,
So-
beautiful.
So I get through the puking. I've completely emptied my stomach, and I'm like, you know what? We can recover from this.
Optimism.
Total drunk guy optimism, right?
Youthful optimism.
Yes. And I remember stumbling back over towards the table where the bong was, and my buddy Danny, God bless him, he comes over and he sprays down all the puke because it's his backyard. And then he puts his arm around him. He's like, buddy, let's get you out of here. And I turn and see myself in the glass slider, and I have fucking throw up all the way
Oh.
down my fucking shirt and pants. There's no recovery. And then I go to get in.
No. There is no recovery.
There wasn't ever recovery,
Of
but I
course,
like in
yeah.
my stupid teenage mind,
That
I
was
was
the
like,
nail in
maybe
the
we can
coffin.
make it out of this.
Yeah.
So he walks me out the front through the rest of the party, whoever was left inside, and they're all just like, whoa, dude, what happened to him? And We get out to the truck, and this is the icing and the cherry on the entire fucking shit cake that I had just had. I go to get inside, and he goes, dude, you're getting in the fucking back. I sit in the pickup. I'm in there like a fucking, I'm like a Labrador in the back of this pickup.
Being
like
paraded around
dude.
town like a fucking circus
No, I
elephant.
mean, we were in a neighborhood. So, and I just had to get to my buddy's house. So it wasn't like I was stopping at red lights like, hey, have you seen me? I'm a fucking retard.
Hey, you guys.
No, it was just like a few like silent blocks for me to be with my thoughts.
Oh my God, dude. Brutal. Well, that's a beautiful origin story.
It was pretty great.
I feel like I'm so much closer to you now.
Yeah.
I've never, hey, guys, what a fun episode. Do you have anything to plug? Lunch, do you have anything to plug?
MC motherfucking Lunchboxx 2X's.
Let's do it.
MC motherfucker, let's go. DJ for fucking Roast Battle. Lunch is the absolute man. What do you got, Chad?
So I am here on the 22nd, which this may air before then, for Litty Titty Tuesday.
August?
Yeah.
Okay.
And check out the Instagram. It's Chad Jey comedy. Everything is up on there, and yeah, I'm just psyched for this, man.
Yeah, dude.
This is gonna be super fun.
This is gonna be so much fun. I'm at Big Sam Hunter on Instagram. I have a show here September 13th called Only Sam's with a secret headliner that you've probably heard of and you're gonna love. That's gonna be a kick-ass show. Everything else I post on my Instagram, stories and all that type of shit. And hold on. Thank you. I think we can wrap this up. Chad.
Yeah.
I have one thing to say to you. No, come here, babe. It's all about family.
It's all about family.
Boom.
Coronas?
I eat legs of your eggs, bacon out your asshole. I don't give a fuck, I make your hash brown casserole. Breakfast bitches makes me feel good. Morning wood.